Peace and power to everyone. Um, y'all keep in mind that I do not know how to view my chat while I'm sharing my screen. But you know what? Let me try something. Hold on. I hope everyone is doing well. I'm just being myself. Y'all know me. I snack sometime in the background. Part of my crunching. I also hope that everybody is utilizing this energy. The energy astrologically that we have going on. I just hope y'all are utilizing it wisely. And remember, if you didn't catch the beginning, which was yesterday, remember that energy dies down. So the further out we get away from the 8th, even though it may last 2 weeks, it just weakens the energy. So you want to catch it at the top of it. Now, what I wanted to do is see, let me see if I can catch the chat this way. Hello. Hey, you girl. Hey, Permiser. Hey. Okay, y'all. So I'm gonna get right into it. I've been having one of those days. I don't even know how I'm feeling. I wrote down yesterday the things I'm trying to manifest, and who knew I would wake up this morning to it already happening. But prior to that, I got an astrological reading from Hood Mystic, and he told me that I would not be working or contracting for somebody else too much longer. And I don't know. I'm so glad y'all can't see me. I'm so messy. Lo and behold, I woke up this morning and that thing had begun to manifest. So I just wasn't ready. I'm ready, but I wasn't ready. So I'm just taking a day or two to take it all in. Okay, so I can see the chat now. I'm gonna go into sharing, but not before I plug. Which y'all get a preview. Okay. Don't forget to go over to Instagram and follow my page. It is private. Why? Because when I was posting this truth, some of the people were coming in harassing me, and I don't like being harassed, nor do I have all day to be responding to harassment. But go over and follow. If I can see that we're following some of the things in common, then I'll accept it. If not, I just request to see your page first, just to make sure you're not harassing me. Now, on here, I shared some of the photos from the Sedona trip. Shout out to my Sedona crew. Yeah, I miss y'all so much. I woke up once I got home, and it just was not the same. I was like, not sad because I was happy to be at home, but it just wasn't the same. Okay. And I'm going to wrap up my snack. I ain't going to be snacking the whole time. Now go over to Twitter and follow me. I am Urban Intellectual at Styles by Nino. And don't forget to visit the website. This picture will change. These are some of the photos that I take from my backyard. And products are listed and linked to my PayPal. Also, let's see. And the reason why this looks weird probably to y'all is because I have, you can't go live without doing Google. So I still have Bing. Let me see if I can get to it. Not right there. This is so petty. I can never get it together, y'all. Okay. Shout out to all my new subs. Welcome. Please dig through the archive videos, all my older stuff. Mine is, and no judgment. Don't be on that judgment because I've grown. You know, when I first started out, I used to get on camera, just let it rip. So, if you see anything you like, oh no, feel free to share it. Mine is my vlog, which is me usually just ranting. No need to share that. All right, so we're gonna jump right into it. Hey, Miss Bourne. I miss you. Okay, I'm checking my phone. So what encouraged me to go ahead and do a video is because, like I said, I'm having one of those days, and then me and my friend from Sedona, we share information. All of us are on the group chat now, and I'm hoping that stays open until somebody gets tired and, you know, takes themselves out of the chat. But I will be sharing with you ladies some of the stuff that I've been studying and just putting out here. So what we're gonna go first is over to my Instagram. Okay. And yes, I follow back as long as you're not bombarding me with selfies. Okay, so here, we're gonna dig into this page. This is Aborigine 92. I just started following this page. I like it because a lot of the pictures are there, these lost pictures. You know, when you look into the background of the picture of the American Indian, Native American, Aborigine, whatever title you give it, you also have to look into these definitions. But what we're gonna get into is how they were paying people to take pictures who were not native to this land. And so most of the pictures that got circulated was of the Siberians, the people that came across the Bering Strait. And you can find these pictures anywhere really, because they're still out there circulating. But I just wanted to share some of the pictures that aren't circulating. You got to find the hidden truths. And you see this. In regards to the state census records, the interim censuses of Michigan, Minnesota, Wisconsin, Kansas, Iowa, Nebraska, North Dakota, South Dakota, and Montana can be very useful to the researcher. In those states where reservations are located, the interim census often includes an enumeration of the reservations. Even if a family is living off of the reservation, the designation of Indian is still given. As in the case of federal censuses, the researcher needs to keep in mind that a Native American family may be listed as mulatto or black on an interim census. And I need to show some love, so because we're just over here looking through this stuff, and of course I'm having my snack. I don't know if y'all remember the interview of Obama. I think there was Tom Joyner when he interviewed him, and he referred to him as the first black president, and Obama interrupted him, and he told him black has no standing at law. If you're wondering why people are being shot down in the streets, and I took myself out of that. I did say we at first, but no. People, it's because you're claiming black. It has no standing in law. You can find that in the Black's Law Dictionary. I think that is the 5th edition. No, it's the 4th edition, because they took out that part in the 5th edition because I ordered it and I sent it back because it wasn't there. Okay, so I'm going to get rolling. Okay. So these are the pictures you never seen. I'm going to show you a page that I follow. And the only problem with this is I can't blow the pictures up because I'm on my computer. But y'all go over to Instagram and follow this page and look at some of these photos. They never show you melanated photos. And we're not saying that the Siberians aren't melanated. I just know that the representation, a lot of those old pictures that got placed in books, these people were paid to take those photos. They weren't indigenous to here. When they were interviewed, how did the mounds get here? They said they don't know. They don't know about the mounds. We were the mound builders. And when you're traveling, you can see these mounds everywhere. You might not pay attention, but when you're going in and out of Georgia, I know when we're driving from Texas to Georgia, they're everywhere. And the first time I traveled in a car, I didn't recognize them because I didn't know to recognize them. But when we went back in December back to Georgia, we saw them. The pictures when he's sharing come out of a book. And I'm gonna plug in my junk drive in a minute so I can show y'all the actual book. As I stated, the Library of Congress, Obama did not free us. He's not native to here either. But the Library of Congress has this book called America Being the Latest and Greatest. I'm gonna see if I can pull it up here, but if not, I did save it to my trunk drive. Y'all know now that we're finding this stuff out, they are deleting the records. I'm going to show y'all a couple of web pages where I did videos, and now the web pages are gone. And these are government sites. They're not just any old site. So, and let me check my chat. Y'all might be trying to tell me something, child. Let me check it. Let me check it. Okay. Yeah. And see, there are mounds all over and we don't know what they are. But this is what we used to do. And we used to my understanding, inhabit those mounds. Okay, so America Being the Latest and Greatest. I'm going to pull this up and then I'm going to go back to the pictures. And I'm just going to show y'all me sharing. This makes me feel better if I'm ever sitting somewhere not feeling so good. Now, this book was hidden for generations. And while we wait on that, because we can't trust that it'll pop up, America Being the Latest. See, it'll pop up in my Bing. It's by Arnaldus. Let's see if we can pull it up. And when y'all come across these PDFs, you need to download it, because if you do not, it will never be there again. So the book is by Montanus Arnaldus. And of course, the Smithsonian. This is who keeps all of the real history. And they don't share it with you all. So, of course, it probably is there locked away as they do the rest of the stuff. But we're going to see if we can find some more pictures from the actual book. Let's go back. See, here's a PDF. Why stuff gotta be connected to Facebook? Just annoying. Let me see. Hold on, y'all. And y'all know when you go live, we doing this together for the first time. So I'm just trying to get the pictures. Okay, so this is the name of the book. I'm gonna copy it. Let's see if I can get it to pull up here. And at first, when I was looking through this stuff, you know, it was easy to find. You see, it won't even. This is crazy. It won't even go into the bar, the search bar, and that's what I mean. So let's just look at it again. America being the latest and most accurate description of the New World. America being the latest and most accurate. We're not gonna stop here. I'm just saying, can we get into it? Because, like I said, since we've been screaming from the rooftops, the gig is up. They have changed stuff around in a way where it's not easy to access. Now, this is another website that I frequent. It's called Let Us Find the Truth, and it's on Wix. I'm going to link these websites. He has a full library. And I don't know what that is. They just advertisement or something. I don't know. But there's a lot of these books describing you. Lies my teacher told me, the history they lied about. We was free. The United Nations explanation of the slave trade. It's all here. Whatever he has up here, the blood that stays pure, all these are PDFs that you can download, but sometimes you'll go here and the books are gone. Here it is. Come on, old faithful. Sometimes they'll deaden the links. Great. So I don't have to pull up my drive. So while this is downloading, we're gonna stay focused. Look at this. This is what came up after I typed that in. They need to stop guru meditation. Y'all see? Let's get off there. I always tell people that Obama did free the books up to where they had to put them online, and we just happen to get our hands on a couple of them. So I'm gonna go back to the Instagram page because we're gonna go through his photos also, and then I'm gonna go and look at that. Y'all know I can't get it together. Also in Northern California. Yeah, they're everywhere. And when you're interviewing the Siberians, those of Siberian descent, they tell you in many interviews they don't know where the mounds came from. And being that they keep their oral tradition alive and well, that makes you think, if they don't know, then are they really indigenous to this land? Hey, boo. Okay. I'm sorry this popping up if you didn't want to be seen. I have no control. Now, I'm looking for. Okay, so we're waiting for the PDF to download. And I'm looking for my Instagram. Yeah. That's not it. Okay, thank you. YouTube. Sorry, girl. I have no control. I never wanted to use Chrome because I know They be like knee deep in your business, but the only way I can go live is to use Chrome. So I have to respect the process. And for years I couldn't go live, and then one day I was like, you know what? And see what Instagram went, y'all. Sorry. Good. I'm here to share it. Okay, so let's see if we can get Instagram back up and see what they're trying to do is make me forget that I didn't have it pulled up on there. It was on Bing. So let's go back here. Yeah. It was on Bing. So weird. Instagram.com. And see, I don't know what it was. Okay. I don't know how. Or maybe it was up there. Oh, here it is. I'm looking for it and it's already there. Okay. Yeah, I'm new to this, so bear with me. Now, another myth that we keep holding on to is about the slave voyage. There is no proof that your ancestors was on boats. They have found the Titanic, but they cannot find any of the slave ships. It's kind of hard to believe. And then one of the first ships that sailed, name was Jesus. Was that a coincidence? No. So you have to really, really think on how these people tell the story. There's no way they would have survived the voyage. Nobody. They tell you some people jumped overboard, this is that. But you're talking about being in the bottom of a boat, landing urine and poop. And we already know that the story roots, the dude sued Hollywood or whoever claimed that it was there. They got sued for portraying a story that came out of a book. It wasn't even a real story. Huh. Look at this beautiful queen. Flowy hair. I'm also gonna pull up Christopher Columbus's autobiography, because in their autobiography he described you, and it's a lot of autobiographies because they love to write and document their history. They're braggers. And I say they, we know who they are. They brag, they're colonizers. So they were writing back to England, describing everything from your hair, your skin color, just everything. So they lightened all the images, of course. But look at these pictures. They are found now. Somebody got a book. Why is it every picture you see of the Indian, it's they have no copper skin, and these books describe copper, you know, all the shades that you can imagine a penny to be. Those are the wide range of tones, skin tones. So y'all, these bugs, I got bugs that I took over my plant. I put my plants out in the rain, and I come back and they're infested, so they going outside. And I'm very mad because I grew these plants from a root, and now I got to put them out. I'm gonna give them a chance to dry out, but anyway, yeah. He also is sharing a notice to all workers, employees, and employers regarding the voluntary nature of the IRS Form W-4. It's used to stop you from paying taxes. Remember, paying taxes is voluntary. It's not something that you have to do. And he's sharing that information on his page as well. He, she. Sorry if you're female. But look at these pictures. Look at this penny from Barbados. Copper, pure copper. Turtle Island is what we used to call here before colonizers arrived and decided to call it America. But even in that, America has a meaning, and it was really America with a Q, and they play around with words. Let's check this book and see. Mm-hmm. Let me see what y'all doing. Right, right. Everything is being reversed. Everything. Um, Girl, I do not know about about them walking right. He did walk. They sailed them ships, and they named their ship. Like I said, they like to brag. Okay, all right. So we got the book up. We're not going to change anything. We don't have to. Oh, okay. Okay, so here's the book that these photos came out of. Like I said, it was published in the 1600s, you shall say. But you do not see not one mongoloid. A lot of the people that are known as the Indians are mongoloid. They have mongoloid features and also Siberian descent. And there's not one of them in this book. And this is an old ass book. And I'm not saying these books are 100% accurate, nor am I saying that there weren't other people that were indigenous to other places. But we know for here, we had a wide range of copper color. Look at this old map. And that's another thing. We got to get into pulling up these old maps because they tell the truth. Okay. We know that the maps we use in the school system today is an upside down version of the real maps, and we know that the European countries are made bigger than they actually are, and then you have the melanated countries made smaller to appeal to your inferiority complex. They want to keep the hope alive that you are the minority when you are not. You have never been, and especially in your own country. They came over in great numbers, and this is the whole book, y'all. I'm gonna link this. Let me see if I can link it now. I'm trying to get to the pictures. You can actually read the book. I have it on hand. I have not read it. I use it solely for the pictures, but all in all, you have to remember this is written in Old English. Something much more closer to the truth. Closer to the correct spelling and pronunciation of these things. And I'm sure you can type into Google some language tips for understanding how to read Old English. It's not that hard. Okay, I'm just gonna link it. It seems like the picture's way down now. Down now. Let me see. Can't paste it right now. see. Okay. So there's the book. You have it. Let's see if we can get some photos. And with these things, you know, it's a PDF, so I want to show y'all how much this book is on Amazon. You have to follow the money with this information. Let's see. Oh. Okay. America being the latest here we go. What? They must have just started copying this. Yes, a reprint. Because when I first saw the amount for the original book, I was like, wow. So now you can get this reprint for $24.22. I'm not fucking, excuse me, I'm not messing with Amazon now. So, you know, I guess somebody got together and they bought the original one because there was only one on here and now it's gone. So maybe somebody bought it and is just making money off the reprint. Amazon, I know y'all listening. I'm not messing with y'all no more. I'm in shock. This book was thousands of dollars just 2 years ago. Anyway, we have the PDF. I linked it in the discussion box. So okay. Hey, Mark. No, what we're going back. We're going back to the book. And we're trying to find these pictures. Like I said, if you like me, you have I have a short attention span. But for y'all, I'm gonna hang in here and see if any of them come up. Okay. So I guess in every chapter they have difference, but this man, Arnaldus, let's see, Montanus, Arnaldus Montanus. Let's see who he is. I'm sure. What is it? Arnaldus Montanus. So, of course, Wikipedia have him listed, and so you can get a clear understanding of who he was and what he did. He was a Dutch teacher and author. He published books on theology, history, and geography of both the Netherlands and faraway countries. Montanus, a Latinized form of Vandenberg or Van Bergen, was born in Amsterdam, and he studied theology at Leiden University. He became a minister in Schellingwood in 1653, and in Schoonhoven in 1667, where he also became headmaster of the Latin school. He died in Schoonhoven. Okay. So, there's not a lot here on them. Go figure. Been in relation to remarkable passages in two embassies from East India Company of the United Provinces. Well, it's not a lot of information. Like I said, you can look them up. I just wanted everybody to see the pictures because we see the images being pushed, and then you never think, oh, let's look up, you know. Let's look up something other than what's being pushed. Even on Google. Let me see. Not Google Bing. Eliminate it. See, now this is what's being pushed. She is mongoloid, clearly, the slanted eyes, and then you have the Siberians. Let's see. Of course, it will be on a black Indian, something that has no standing at all. You see what's out there? This is a good picture of somebody that looks like my uncle. Who is she? Let's see. Lucy Parsons. Favors my aunt. You're not looking to, oh, let me show y'all the census stuff while we're here. You're not looking to look for a picture that looks like you. Like I said, you go to the census information, which I'm finna also link in the comment section. This is a website where you can go here. When you go to the National Archive Center, MyHeritage is one of the search engines that they use. You type in your first, middle, and last name of your grandparents or their grandparents. And usually you can pull up a bunch of stuff. That's not it. Here it is. This is the list of what we call, and let me make sure it's here. Okay, so this is the National Archive website. And what is going to pull up is the Dawes rolls. This is where you can go if you have your grandmother's last name, first name, your grandpa. These are the lists. You go here and you can find 9 times out of 10 your grandparents' first and last name on these lists. As you see, they're in alphabetical order. It's not hard. It's not complicated. And let me go ahead and link this as well. Let's see. Oh, I can link it over here in the chat also. Paste. Boom. So now you have access to that as well. I'm going to link all this up under. Okay. So you all have that. Let's go back. Now, I'm going to go ahead and put my business out there. I'm going to look up my family's first and last name. I actually have a record where I print it off. When you go to the National Archive Center, they print, you can print your information for free. And another thing is our parent or people used to, first and last name were interchangeable. Let's see. I'm just gonna try for my grandpa. You see, this is all the stuff that came up in relation to him. You would have to go through all of it unless you got lucky and clicked on, and you see, click here to view all of the records. These are resources, but they do cost. You can do your 14 days for free, which I did, and then I got off there. Why? Because it's not that I don't mind paying. I can go to the archive center without all that stuff being on my computer because they tracking you, tracking your family. They count on you to be ignorant. I'm trying. Oh, get something else. I want y'all to go over. And see, they tell you that Ron Marsh's website is not safe. This man dropped so much knowledge, and I'm not saying that it's true or false because he is intertwined. My personal opinion, I think he's a Mason or something like that, but he's intertwined. But he does have a lot of information about what happened to the Indians, the melanated Indians. You don't have to go to his site. He's on YouTube as well. He's out of Chicago. And you see this. They track everything. Anyway. You can go on YouTube and find any of his numerous amount of videos. He has a lot where he's being interviewed and speaking out on how the Civil War was a paper war, not an actual war. Yes, and they whitewashed everything. Everything. All the pictures, all the information. And once you start digging into this stuff, at first you're angry. I have gotten past my anger stage. Now I'm just trying to free my family. Have we already looked at this? Probably. I just wanted to get some of these links circulating. While we do that, we'll go and look at the Webster's Dictionary, 1828. American is a native of America, originally applied to the Aboriginals or copper-colored races found here by the Europeans. You know, when anytime somebody adds "but" to something, we know that's not the real definition. Now that's applied to foreigners who have come into your land and colonized it all. When I was on my flight back here, maybe we need to find out who Miss Lucy is. I was just looking down at the land, and it was beautiful seeing all the lights, but all I could think of is colonization. And a lot of these pictures were taken in black and white, and what they do is give them back to you, and they'll lighten up the pictures. Let's see what else is over here. Oh, let me show y'all what disappeared. So I did a brief video on the Anasazi heritage, who the Anasazi were, which were some of our bloodlines. And I go back to the website and it's gone. Just out of nowhere. And I was just thankful that I did a video because it was there. I'm talking about how all the lands are still there. And look at this. And this is something new. And Brother Hiram, I think you did a video on the Anasazi. But yeah, let's see. You have to choose. So let's try New Mexico. That's connection problems. You see what I'm saying? Anyway, moving forward. Back to the pictures. I knew that it was gonna be hard getting all the pictures up on screen. That's why I got this brother page pulled up. But you can see there's a variety of colors of copper. It wasn't just light copper, dark copper, and also Walter Plecker. He was responsible for going through and changing the birth certificates of many to take away the title Indian. And then they passed laws saying who could and who could not be called Indian. Like I said, I wish I can blow these pictures up. These are just the territories. Like I said, these old maps, they tell a part of the story as well. You see, Florida was not just cut off here, but it was all over here. So they have moved territories all around. You see and they also, well, what just happened? That's what I'm saying. You're looking at the pictures and then it just goes blank. And this is all the names you were known as over time. Let me check my phone. My Sedona crew. Y'all text the phone chat. Okay. If y'all got something to say, text it to the phone. Now, these are all the names. They changed over time. Oh, what did he say? Get your certificate of live birth and get rid of your death certificate. So instead of getting a birth certificate, you need your certificate of live birth. They hold on to that. When you go and request it, they charge extra. It's not just the normal process for getting that. And now they're making rules saying that you can't get your grandmothers and all these people's birth certificates for some reason. Well, we know why, but you know. Yeah, most of these pictures came out of that book I just showed you all. I linked it in the comment section. I just wanted to put some real images out there. You hardly ever find them. And maybe those are all the pictures. Let's see. Yeah. Okay, so maybe this is a fairly new page. Another thing we're finding over and over again on Instagram is they are shutting pages down that spread truth. And I'm going to go on here and see if Phoenix Moon is on here. Let's see. No. Cute baby though. Okay, no problem. Let's just find her on Instagram. I mean YouTube. I'm just gonna share a little bit of one of her videos because people who are into law, she's been studying this stuff for I think she said 8 years or more, and she can put it in better terms than I tend to repeat myself. And just, I can't put enough energy in telling you that you should look into your records and stuff. And this was a month ago. Oh, they had been censoring her channel. But she has a lot of videos still. This is a fairly new channel as well. We're gonna look at a short video. Nobody likes it when the turtle gets the gun. So funny. But I like her. She's on fire for this information. Let me check my chat. Try the United Nations website for the info on anesthesia. Okay, thank you, brother.
I'm so surprised at you. I'm so surprised at you. And you're the only fucking pan ass that got this much of a fucking paper trail on their goddamn folks, right? Super disappointed in you. Super disappointed. So now, I want you to tell me, real simple. It's a real simple thing. It's so simple that if you don't answer it, then I know you just fucking talking out of hatred in your gut for the fucking colored people, right? What is the identifier? If we both lived in, let's say, Shenango County, you the African, free African, and me the free Indian, what is going to be different in that register regarding you and regarding me, right? Both free people of color, but there's going to be something different. I need you to tell me what the fuck would be different with me as an Indian versus you as the free person from Angola or something like that. Now, I'm upset because you called me a fucking liar over some like basic shit. First of all, to lie is like when you're scared of something. I'm not scared of nobody. Nobody's fucking me up. Nobody's whipping my ass. Let's get that shit understood, okay? But what I want to know is, what is the single? There's two, maybe three. But just give me one of the identifiers that show who's who on them free people of color registries. You don't know. See, not only was they listed in the census prior to 1850, they didn't list family members. So you'll see my grandfather, Robert, as a small child, and he is your free colored male under 10 years old. Now, there's a fucking identifier, and I can't even go any further because that will give your dumbass the answer that you swear you already know, right? But this is for the motherfucking seasoned veterans, okay? And please, don't nobody give it to him. Don't nobody give it to him. You got to make these motherfuckers work for their genealogy. You understand what I'm saying? You're worried about your family, okay? I've done this for thousands of fucking family.
Okay. We're going to look at somewhere she's actually sharing. She was getting back at somebody who had made a comment.
Halito, beloveds. Hey, beautiful ones. How's everybody doing today? Hey, hope y'all doing good. Well, got a few things I want to talk about. Phoenix got a few things she want to talk about. Got some spicy meatballs. I got a special co-host today. And, we're just going to kick it. We're going to talk about, bring this heat like we always do. And wait for y'all to fill up a little bit. I miss y'all. I want to see y'all screen names. I want to see your beautiful screen names. How y'all doing today? Love, peace, and hair grease and all that. Hair grease. Right on. What's up, beloved? Everything. So today, let me get our wonderful guest here. Let me get him in here. And we're going to talk about Dred Scott. And we're going to talk about the Civil War. the Constriction Acts of 1862 and 1863. We're going to talk about the gangs in New York and that good old Know Nothing Party, who are now stealing identity, or better known as the Native American Political Party. We're going to get to that in a few minutes. Yeah, give me a second. Let me get my co-host up in here. Let's see. Other than that, I hope everybody's doing well. Hope everybody's feeling good. You know, you definitely want to be feeling good. It's only right. It's only right. And give me 1 second. Be patient. I'm going to get the brother Darkman X on here to come kick it with us. Excuse me. Get the brother X in here. Y'all give me 1 second. Let me get to that. Hi, y'all. I can't get to y'all in the chat yet, but I'm going to get to y'all in 1 second. Let's see. One moment, beautiful ones. Give me 1 second. Well, we're going to pop some shit. We're going to talk some shit today. You clown motherfuckers. Y'all bitch ass niggas. Y'all definitely ain't our folks. All skin folk ain't kin folks. Y'all bitches was messing with Autochtonous One's channel. That was so corny. That was just so corny. The debauchery. Messy as hell. Messy as hell. And you need to be ashamed of yourself. Okay? That shit messy. You too old for that shit. Whomever did that. Not even.
Okay, well, another thing I want to share, Brother Hiramart, y'all go up and check his channel out as well. He did a whole drop on the Anasazi, and that's what made me look into it. He was saying go over and check out the UN's website for the Anasazi information. I want y'all to really keep in mind that English is Latin. So I'm working. English is Latin. So when you go to these websites like this, it probably has a lot of information. But it is in Latin. This is about, let me share something else with y'all. Radine America Harrison. She used to be Amun Ra, but she changed her last name back to her indigenous name. But the website I want to share with you all is the FIAAH.org. And I'm going to drop this link in the comment section as well. The Foundation for Indigenous Americans of the Anasazi Heritage. So here there are events. They're about to have an event coming up in the next couple of days, actually. And there's a resource center here where you can go into the library. There's articles, information, and this is her, I believe. Yeah. Just information, and there's also classes that you can take where you could take classes on some of your own culture. This is the book that Brother Hiramart shared, given the last names that we were always told that our last name was the slave master's last name. That is not true. In this book, she gives last names of the people that are indigenous here, and she gives all of the tribes as well. So you'll know what tribe. American flag of human dignity. There's a couple of things you can go on here, and radio, video. Let's see. She has retreats. The Indigenous Living Summit is what's coming up in a couple of days. where they spend time in nature. Let's see. Yeah. August 10th through the 19th. Just a beautiful thing. And like I said, they also have a call once a month. I think it's on the third Sunday in the month. And I'm trying to find the classes. Hold on. Go over here. Genealogy. Here it is. Here are the Institute for Indigenous America Studies. I'm gonna link this as well in a few minutes. I don't want to forget. You can sign up for these classes and learn your culture. They're not dead. It's just that they used to get in a lot of trouble, so it went underground. And one of the classes, the use of word as conquest power. Like I said, they changed definitions and words, and that's how they got through colonization, making laws and rules for you on your own land. These are some courses you all might be interested in. I plan on going into this. She even has a class on new indigenous massage therapy and how to interpret energy vibrations, reflexology, just a lot of stuff. Indigenous fundamentals. This is a class that I plan on taking. Why? Because we can't move forward until we embrace our culture. So I'm going to link this right quick. Let's see. Okay. I'm just sharing. I know y'all probably bored, even if you are. I'm just gonna share and then I'm gonna go. So, I don't know how many minutes we're into this. I won't hold you long. Probably been an hour already. But I'm gonna go ahead and press play on. Let me find it again. Okay.
For shits and giggles, was that even funny? A little bit, you know. And it's kind of sad that that's the shit y'all dealing with. It's very sad that that's the shit that y'all dealing with. Yeah, y'all need to get straighten that shit out. Straighten that shit out your life. Y'all doing too much. Anybody that has that kind of time to interrupt something, I mean, if it don't concern you, it don't concern you. When it comes down to us talking about our Aborigine affairs, it don't concern you fucking crackers. It don't concern you goddamn Pan-Africans, you RGB motherfuckers. Why y'all in our business? What do you care for? Y'all got plenty of other shit that y'all supposed to be doing, right? It could be doing. Y'all need to get to that. It's not really that hard. It's not really that hard, you know? And the proof is in the pudding. Your behavior, you know, the way, you know, this shit seems to bother you so deeply. I mean, to the bone, it's bothering you to the bone. To where you feel it's necessary to have to, you know, mess with this man's channel. And I'd like to say it's for all of us, right? It's his personal channel that he extends his time bringing information that's important to a particular group of people. It ain't got nothing to do with the rest of you fucking bozos. You understand? So for you to feel compelled or to be compelled to actually have to fuck with that man's page, you know, it's a little weird. So
I'm trying to see if it's anything where she jumps right in.
What up, though? What up, y'all? That's something I wanted to talk about. So, you know, I'm a little delayed. I've been moving around a whole lot, but let me just let y'all. Hold on. Love this track. So, how y'all doing? Hi, y'all. Peace and love, everybody. So, I wanted to share something with y'all. I'm just visiting, just stopping through, traveling and shit. And this is from Saturday, December 2nd, right? I'm a Johnny come lately sometimes, but I come across the shit. So the Rensselaer County District Attorney has been indicted for perjury, right? Now, this is an article from the Daily Gazette by Stephen Cook. They covered up, apparently, you know, I've been...
Thank y'all.
So someone was shot here, and let me pay homage to the slain individual. Let me get the brother's name that was killed by one of these police officers here in Troy, in the city of Troy, in Rensselaer County. Edson Thevenin, okay? This is the young person that was murdered by one of these police officers. So you have the Rensselaer County District Attorney named Joe Abelove, okay? Now this motherfucker done covered up everything that, you know, all of the misconduct regarding this particular investigation, this particular case with this young man that was slaughtered by the police officer. So now that y'all district attorney in Troy has been brought up on fucking charges, I wouldn't care if it was a traffic ticket. If that man prosecuted or tried any of you, y'all didn't plead guilty if you didn't plead, because this don't apply to the niggas that cop out, right? You got to figure this shit out. This don't apply to you. If you cop out to something, I don't care if it's a traffic ticket. If you plead guilty, you are saying you willing to pay for some shit that ain't even a crime. I don't know how I can make y'all understand that. I probably can't, but I'm okay with that. But this man here, if any of you have ever had a situation in Rensselaer County, and this man here has prosecuted you, you might want to look into this shit. Especially if you didn't take a plea. This don't apply to you. If you take a plea, you're just, you know, submitting and you're scared and you're thinking that, you know, it's over. And I get that. I'm you know, some people, you're scared. If you're scared, you get a dog. But this shit right here, y'all better not let this slide. Don't let this slide. You let these people get away with this shit. And you know what they take from you? Y'all got all that money. Y'all be Flosston, Sam Rothstein, right? Doing all of that. But you can't pay for time. You can't pay for freedom. But I tell you, freedom ain't free. So what means the world to you? These are some of the questions I'm going to ask them. Anybody got any feedback? What's up with y'all? No, I'm here in New York, Lee. I'm in New York, good brother. I'm in New York. I'm on this side now. G Crisis, peace and love to you. Hi, Michelle. Hi, sister. Hi, sister. Fifey. My God, I miss you, Fifey. So people take your freedom and take your time. want to introduce y'all to a couple things. I ain't got nothing else to do, and I'm here in Schenectady. My phone is messed up, so it's not like I'm avoiding any motherfucking body, right? Because that ain't what's happening. I don't owe nobody shit, and ain't nobody fucking me up. I miss y'all. I love y'all and everything, but you know, I've been moving through. I'm here now. You want to catch me? You know where we at, right? You know where I'm at. But I want to talk with y'all. I got my other phone just busted, so let me find another device and shit. I'm doing it.
Okay, so I don't see her jumping in no time soon. I've seen this video. It's good because she does share the information, but you know how us ladies are. We talk. So I did want to share with you my brother Hiramart. Yeah, he's in the chat room. Yeah, go over and check out his channel. This is his video on the indigenous Negro, Indian, Pueblo, Anasazi Americans, Christopher Columbus. He has a library full of videos documenting us, our culture. Here he's searching the Dawes Rolls, and just in comparison to biblical writings, showing you who you are, and relating it to a lot of stuff that's going on today. A lot of this stuff was predicted. A lot of people don't look at the Bible as a religious book. It is what do you call it? I had on tongue. Predicting the future. I don't know. I had it on tip of my tongue, but it predicts the future. So when you're looking around at all the stuff that's going on today, and you can look in there and we'll see where it was telling you this stuff was coming. Like I said, this is how I really got into looking into the Dawes Rolls. He did a video, and I'm trying to find it, where he shared each and every last name that's in that book. And that's what made me start going to the National Archive Center. Because once I saw that a couple of names that are in my family were in there, then that sent me on my path. Now, another thing I want to share with you all is Walter Plecker. I want you all to know exactly who he is. He played a big part in the downfall of the American Indian. He's an American physician and public health advocate who was the first registrar of Virginia's Bureau of Vital Statistics, serving from 1912 to 1946. He was a leader of the Anglo-Saxon Clubs of America, a white supremacist organization found in Richmond, Virginia. And what he was doing was going in when people were having babies, they made it so you could not put that you were Indian on the birth certificate. And that's how it all began. It was a law. He's a father of eugenics. And see, he drafted, and with the help of John Powell and Ernest Sevier Cox, Plecker drafted, and the state legislature passed the Racial Integrity Act of 1924. Now, in this, he was trying to preserve racial integrity. Let me see if I can zoom in. Ugh. Okay, so Senate Bill 219 to preserve racial integrity passed the House March 8th, 1924, and is now a law of the state. This bill aims at correcting a condition which only the more thoughtful people of Virginia know the existence of. It is estimated that there are in the state from 10,000 to 20,000, possibly more, near white people who are known to possess an intermixture of colored blood In some cases, to a slight extent, it is true, but still enough to prevent them from being white. Because at the time when you were Indian, you were classified as white. So he drafted and made it so even if you were 1%, because there was a lot of mixing going on, 1% colored, then you could not claim to be white. So he helped steal your birthright. And that's what all this is, birthrights. These people have no rights to land. And they have just built a whole system, nothing but corporations keeping you from your rights. And another thing that Hiram Mark brought out was the national parks and stuff. These are lands that are historically protected because they know these lands belong to the original people. So they protect them by making them national parks, and you can't access them. Most of them, and what I found about now, we've moved, we live in Mineral Wells. And so down here, we live by a national park, and also just there's a lot of land down here. And when you drive up to the land, if you're trying to get somewhere, it'll say this land belongs to whatever corporation. And if it doesn't say, you know, don't cross this line or whatever, it says that it's for sale. So they're selling your land back to you. We need someone in law to assist in, prophecy. The Bible is prophecy. You know, foretelling things to come. Thank you. It was on the tip of my tongue. But yeah, all these lands are yours. And until, and I can't say, just speaking for me, it's hard for me to sit down and read an actual law book. I can dig into this stuff, you know, all day, but actual law, when you're looking into it, it's just like, I'm not gonna say it's boring, but it's a lot. So we need to just free ourselves. What I like about Phoenix Moon is she has attained her freedom. And a lot of people don't want to touch the paperwork and all that, but you know, if you don't, you know, you are prone to being harassed. You're not protected, so to speak. Now we know that your protection comes from, you know, other sources, not so much paperwork, but you have to free your generations. Everybody with kids, I say if you're not going to free yourself, at least free your babies, because they have to inherit these things. And God forbid they grow up not knowing who they are. Like I said, here's her page. I'm gonna give it one more go. I'm not gonna hold y'all long. And I have to get back in there with my seed. Y'all heard me loud.
Halito. How's everybody doing? Well, I just wanted to establish a few things, you know, set a couple of things straight for people. You know, this is not something that I do for myself. This is a selfless thing that I'm bringing to the table. And a lot of people are criticizing the things that I offer and I bring to the table. And as you criticize the things that I bring to the table, I'd like for you to please present some scholarship or some facts, you know, that contradict whatever it is that I'm speaking about. Hi, beloved. Hi, buddy. I love you. Chihululi. You know,
I just want to make it clear that this, trying to make us feel awkward or trying to make us feel like we should be ashamed of ourselves, or we should feel some sort of way to where we still disconnect ourselves from the land. And I couldn't tell you how more wrong you absolutely are. When I speak, I'm speaking in a manner in which, if I was around my people and our elements that we are in which they understand. So I'm only speaking to our people, okay? I'm only speaking to the American Aborigine, North, South, Central America, and the West Indies. That's who I'm speaking to. This is not for the Hotep and fetches. This ain't for you Hotep niggas, okay? It's not for you. It's nothing against you. It's just not for you, right? This is where everybody has to get in their perspective lanes, okay? I don't fit into the Hotep shit. There's nothing that ties me or attaches me to that land. There's nothing that attaches me anywhere else but right here, right now. And this is what I can prove, okay? So when we are addressing situations that are completely unique and exclusive to the American Aborigines, okay? When we address these issues that are completely unique to the American Aborigine, you have to sit that one out. That's not something you can relate to, and that's quite all right. I'm kind of sick of arguing with you guys, kind of sick of arguing with you Native Americans. I'm not mad at y'all, but if y'all keep telling us to embrace this Africa shit, I'm going to ask that you embrace your Asian, Mongolian shit, okay? If that's how you feel. There is no blood test that will determine who or who is not Native American. We ain't never going to be Native American because we are the first people that was here when Columbus came. So even whether or not you like the title Indian, when you are in America, you are the American Indian, the American Aborigine, okay? You can choose, if it's voluntary, to be African American, okay? And please understand that African American may not consist of what you think, because North Africa, Europe, is also African. Okay, so keep that in mind too. Don't just look at the, they did it like the shirts versus the fucking blouses, light skins versus dark skins, good and bad hair type shit, right? Because where did they draw this imaginary line through that continent over there? None of that shit matters. Where were you in these 13 colonies right here? What were your folks doing in 1810? Where did your people live in 1840? What were they doing? Where were they? These are questions that you have to, you spend a long time trying to establish, okay? Much love to everybody, okay? And, people are going to have to start explaining some things. This isn't about, any superiority complex. This isn't about a check. This ain't about a check. This is our fucking posterity on the line, okay? If you ain't got no pride, if you ain't got no shame, you ain't got no fucking pride. They're like married together, like cousins or some shit like that. Like, you gotta have some fucking cool and decorum about yourself, right? And you got to honor your mothers and your forefathers, right? That's absolutely a natural law. Don't take that as no dogmatic book. That's why all cars and all boats and planes, they're named after women. It's all feminine. These countries, they're named after women. They call them mama this, mother that, right? mother this, mother that. It's always a woman because you inherit through the woman. You pass through the woman, right? Y'all have to understand that whatever in the colonial law, you know, whatever your mother was, that's what you are. Okay? When they came with the scriptures at the time where they allowed some people to read in the Bible, and they talk about this paternal, that didn't happen here. That happened in Maryland, but it didn't happen in all the other colonies. See, everybody has been studying all this other shit, but you don't pay attention to what the shit you can fucking prove. These blanket stories, this bullshit that you hear, you need to be able to place yourself in the fucking narrative. And where was your tangible bloodline folks? Your tangible bloodline folks. You know, you got motherfuckers taking these DNA tests and shit. And these motherfuckers could tell you about these corporate states that didn't exist 300 years ago when motherfuckers was getting supposedly shipped left and right, right? Those wasn't the names of those places back then. So how do you have less than 1% blood from a motherfucking place over there that you can't call a relative? You can't call on a name. You need to, if you had to fucking prove your goddamn descendancy to somebody, your DNA test that send you across the fucking continent, you dumb motherfuckers, that shit can't prove who you related to. It never proves ancestry. It never does that. Okay? Arbor consanguinatus, right? Your family tree. Your family tree. Something happened, they always want to know who your mother was, right? Remember in Juice, when Q went to go get the little piece because he was afraid of Bishop, he was afraid he was going to have to hurt Bishop, right? And he went to see the lady Sweets. What was the first thing out that lady mouth? Ain't you Lorraine's son? She want to know who his mama is, right? That was a determining factor on whether or not she even did business with him in order to help him try and preserve his life, right? With somebody trying to harm him, right? Who is your mother?
Now, this has been an argument for the last 4 years that I know of. If your heredity is determined by your mother or your father. What I can say is on forums, when you're out there filling out this information, they do ask you, who was your mother? They ask for your mother's maiden name. Now, we know that the man provides the seed, so we're not discrediting that. But I've seen on forums, you know, more or less, what's your mother's maiden name? So that's something to ponder.
Who's your family? Who are your folks? What were they doing? Where are they from? That shit is important because everybody else is you know, privy to that, but a specific group of people. Everybody else is privy to that, but a specific group of people. And this particular group of people have been oppressed. They are oppressed, continue to be oppressed, to the point where they're actually content with whatever it is that they have, and they see that as, you know, some sort of blissful state of gratitude, right? When at the same time, they're still getting pimped, still getting used, still getting played. It's a fine line between being content and happy. It's not the same thing as joy. Because with joy is a peace of mind. And motherfuckers ain't used to a peace of mind. They're so used to chaos, they don't even think they fucking deserve anything, right? They don't even think they cutting me off. You know how they do. They hate when I get motivational and shit and the ancestors just start talking what they talk about because, you know. But this is what it is. This is what it is, man. It's not going to stop because people are uncomfortable with the things that we're discussing. Okay, it's not going to stop because it goes against what everybody knows to be true, right? How can you know what's true if you don't know what your people was doing during this time? They just told you some shit and you just went with that. So in your mind, you think something other than what could absolutely be a fact. So it goes over your fucking head. You already was told we was slaves, we was this, we was that. Okay. And then some motherfuckers with this Hotep shit, we was kings, we was queens, we was this, we was that. Prove it, bitch. Prove it. You can't prove any connection because you cannot prove your descendancy. Who do you descend from? Tell me who you came with. I know who you are. John from where? Back in the old Western movies, they talk about, oh, yeah, I'm John. John from who? John from Walnut Grove, Wisconsin, whatever. And Catholics came, and then we got middle names. John M. whatever from Middleburg. Like, I need y'all to, like, you know, this shit ain't got nothing to do with money. This shit is about posterity. I don't know what y'all think y'all gonna find, some like chink in the armor, some shit like that. But I'm gonna do this all day. It's so many other things that I'm doing. I'm not selling no fucking swampland. I'm going to be fine. I'm going to be okay with or without the support of y'all fucking fake ass Pan-Africans that act like we got some commonality. We don't. Y'all come over here and y'all motherfuckers live good and y'all don't show no respect. Ain't nothing against y'all. Y'all love y'all kind, I love mine. What the fuck is wrong with that? But when I'm gonna start telling you other motherfuckers, right? Because you don't get no problem out of the pilgrims. They don't say nothing. They be happy when you know what the fuck you're talking about. Because in their mind, they think one day they'll get it together. They tired of doing what the fuck they doing. They sick of it. They sick of it. But if they don't do it, who the fuck will? So it's just gonna go to shit. All that killing and all that shit they did, it's just gonna go in vain. And they're not willing to go out like that. They're not willing to go out like that. But, you know, again, they, you know, the way they do shit is like into a fucking serial killer. Like, they want to stop. They want to stop.
Okay. Let's just start a minute in. Maybe I'll finish in a minute. But what I was pulling up, my homie had responded to a text that I sent, and what she was talking about is looking up the migration patterns. So, history of European immigration to America, the discovery of the New World. That's what they were calling here. They try to make it seem like they didn't know where they were going. They knew. So they came in. This article contains interesting facts, statistics, and the history of European immigration to America. The history of European immigration to America began following the discovery of the New World by Christopher Columbus in 1492, which led to the golden age of exploration during the Renaissance era of the 1500s. Let's see. The discovery of America led to a great power struggle for control of the new lands, primarily between the three most powerful countries in Western Europe at the time: Spain, England, and France. And we know today England won because we are still paying our taxes. They go to the Queen. I saw on their IG page that W-2 is voluntary. The taxes are voluntary. So these European countries financed the voyages of the early explorers for many reasons. Now they tell you that on these ships were slaves. I just can't. I just can't, because number one, there's no proof. But we know that they brought a lot of criminals. They were overpopulated their prisons, so they sent the criminals here, and that's who were getting the land rights up under the, what's the name of the egg? Land. Yeah, this stuff. This is what happens, and I usually smoke. I'm trying to stop smoking. So my brain just does not work as efficiently as it does when I am on cloud nine. So everything is there in my brain. I can't get it out. So you have to excuse me. Anyway, they were overpopulated. Their prisons were overpopulated, so they sent the criminals, and that's who got the 400 acres and a mule. There's an actual act homestead. That's it. That's who was getting the homestead. They were giving them land if they would come here and supposedly farm, and they didn't know the land. So of course, whose land was it? If you're not from here, you can't come here and just plant seeds if you don't know the climate, the weather, what's grown in their area. So how could they even qualify for homestead? So we know that was another thing set up for their benefit. Now, it says these European countries financed the voyages of early explorers for many reasons: to increase their lands and build great European empires, and to increase the wealth of the mother country by exploiting the natural resources of the new lands. The search began for gold, silver, and spices, to increase opportunities for trade and to spread the Christian religion. So just looking up this information, now you know they spread Christianity here in the United States. That was not anything that we were doing prior to colonization. So that lets you know that off the rip. Let's see if we could see the actual patterns. So these great Western European powers made various claims on the lands of America by the 1600s. The first explorers were followed by settlers. The immigration to America by the Europeans began in earnest. Other immigrants from European powers, such as the Netherlands and the Scandinavian countries, joined the adventurous men and women in the perilous journey across the Atlantic Ocean to begin new lives and establish new colonies and cultures in America. The American colonies were seen as an extension of the European homelands and were responsible for the basic American cultural features such as law and language, which are still evident today. I've been saying this over and over and over and over and over and over. Language and law. So that's who brought that here. History of European immigration to America. The reasons for European immigration to America. Why did the Europeans want to leave their homes and undertake the dangerous 3,000-mile journey to an unknown life in America? The reasons for the first waves of European immigration to America were at first based on obtaining profit from the new lands, but quickly changed as people decided to move from Europe to escape religious and political persecution. The prospect of starting a new life and owning some land was also a major reason for the first European immigration to America. Now, I'm going to go back to Let Us Find the Truth, because how can you own land that is already occupied? So, number one, it just doesn't sound right. So let's see if we can find Columbus's autobiography. Yeah, I'm gonna start at the bottom. Yeah. And like I said, y'all need to go over here and check out some of these books. The Religious Instruction of the Negroes in the United States. This is documentation of how they were to give you your Christianity. You should check it out. Let's see. I wonder if it's still on here. History of the United States. And this is Let Us Find the Truth. Also known on YouTube as the Education Center. And I think that the name recently changed. Let's see. One thing at a time. The real Indian is the Blackamoor. I don't subscribe to the more the belief system of them. They want us to believe that everybody was a Moor, and that's not true. When you look at definition, we know Moor means navigator of the sea. So in my opinion, they had no home. They went from land to land, and we also see in history that they were part of the Queen's army that went into various places murdering the indigenous people. Now, they say to in response to that, they are not their ancestors. I say lies. You are your ancestors. I can't even trust anyone that would say that they're not their ancestors. We all are our ancestors, okay? Even if your ancestors did bad things, it's still a reality. You don't bloodlines, you can't marry into them, you can't join them. They just are what they are. Now, I did a whole reading of this. You can check that out on my channel. I plan to start back reading some of these books and documents. I don't know when. I just want you all to know I am going to start up on Patreon. Only because time is money. The time that I poured into my channel back then, I was really into it, and now I understand that everything is an energy exchange. So if you want me to do the work and me to read the documents to you, time is money. It's an even energy exchange. And I will make it so that you can donate from $1 to $1 to join up to $5. And I probably won't go past that, because it's not all about the money, but we do believe in an even energy exchange. And this stuff takes time. It takes me weeks to read books, and that time I can be spending just doing something else. But I would like for you all to be knowledgeable in, is this it? The universal travel? Let me see. It's just hard to even get into these books. I'm trying to think, Christopher, let me just look it up. How about that? So, Christopher Columbus is autobiography. I'm going to check the chat in a minute. And then, y'all, I'm really going to leave. This is the last little bit. So, I just want to see what the cover looks like. I know it was there. Legendary Explorer. I want it on PDF. Oh. So maybe it looks like one of these. Let me go back. And wheels free just like that. Oh, maybe this is it. Columbus and the end of the earth. Oh, well, maybe not. Let's see. Okay. Read this right quick. This is something they were celebrating. I'm reading, you just get mad. Okay, so the letter of Columbus to Mauricio suggests that in its extant form, the Book of Prophecies represents only a draft that Columbus intended to revise. He writes, I began to collect in a book excerpts from authoritative sources that seem to me to refer to Jerusalem. We've all said this over and over again on our channels that Jerusalem is in Virginia. And so when they say they were looking for Jerusalem, they also knew that they were in the Americas and they found it. It's still there to this day. Now, sources that seem to me to refer to Jerusalem, I plan to review them later and to arrange them appropriately. Some have gone so far as to suggest, based on this letter, that Columbus intended to incorporate the material in the Book of Prophecies into a poem. Whatever the intended genre of the projected revision might have been, there is no evidence that the Book of Prophecies was ever actually sent to the king and queen, or the manuscript was ever revised or further redacted or edited. The Book of Prophecies has received very mixed reviews among Columbus scholars and biographers. For example, in 1866, Henry Horace described it as a deplorable lucubration, which we hope will never be published. In fact, it was not until 1892 the full fervor of Columbus' quadricentennial that a modern edition of the Book of Prophecies appeared. In 1906, Wilson Young complained, good heavens, in what a dark and sordid stupor is our Christopher now sunk, a veritable slough and quag of stupor, out of which, if he does not manage to flounder himself, no human hand can pull him. As late as 1985, biographer Gianni Guanzato suggests that the Book of Prophecies is evident that Columbus had, with his advancing years, drifted further and further away from reality. In his mild delirium, he came to believe that he had been chosen by God for his exploits. He also projected these convictions or delusions into the future. He started compiling a book of prophecies, collecting passages from the Bible in which he found some connection to his discoveries and designs. If he had once been able to fulfill biblical prophecy by shattering the ocean's barriers, who was to say that new exploits foreseen by the scriptures were not within his grasp? So these are a couple of people saying he was delusional. I concur, because I'm trying to find where he was bragging. He wrote back saying that there were young girls and telling people you can come and have your pick of these underage girls and do what you want with them. That was in his book as well. They did not put the actual book up here. Yeah, I'm not even gonna read out it. Okay, y'all. So I'm gonna wrap this up and let the rest of this video play, and then I'm
But they
out.
can't. They won't stop until they get caught. And when they get caught, they tell you where all the bodies is at. Right. And they be okay with that. They can live with it. It's our motherfucking folks that can't live with the motherfucking facts. Whether it was good or bad. You want to deal with emotions, you can't deal with fucking emotions. Because The truth don't give a fuck about your feelings. Freedom and liberty ain't the same motherfucking thing. Right. Well, you know, that filthy lucre, shit got some of y'all fucked up. A lot of y'all niggas still got treaties. Y'all part of them treaties for real. I believe y'all. You motherfuckers be talking about, yeah, treaty of peace and friendship. I believe y'all here to set up the Aborigines so you can fuck them up. I believe it. I don't think all y'all lying. I think some of these motherfucking niggas is Aborigines and they confused and they think they part of y'all shit. But for the most part, I believe the rest of y'all niggas when y'all say, and this and that, I'm a foreign national, I fucking believe you. Right. I believe you. You gotta keep telling Phoenix the same shit. If it walk like a duck, talk like a duck, it's a motherfucking duck. I can't make it a goddamn canary, right? It is what the fuck it is. Whether I feel like I want it to be suitable to my fucking palate, to where it tastes good to me, but no, it tastes like shit, and I'll spit that shit out. Some of y'all motherfuckers tell us that y'all a threat, and I believe you. Sometimes the killer tell on their motherfucking self. And we be arguing y'all motherfuckers down, like trying to convince y'all of who we are, but y'all really telling us what type of niggas y'all are. That's why I call y'all grandma killers. You don't get it? That's why I call y'all that. I know who you are. I identified you already. And I'll be saying it through jokes. Like sometimes I ask naive, but at the same time, I'll be chopping y'all fucking heads off. I slay dragons every day. I was born for that. I've been doing that for tens of thousands of years. Been doing it. Right now, I'm speaking to the Americans. This ain't got nothing to do with everybody else. Motherfuckers think you Hispanic. Hispanic. That's all I got to say. Break that word down. Hispanic. What is you in a panic for? What you in a panic about? Latino. Who are they? That fucking land's got to be somewhere next to African America, huh? Or black land. Right. Hispanic. Where the fuck is that? Where them people at? Where they army at? Where they flag? You're fucking Indian. I don't care who hid amongst you, right? Because there's some people that hid amongst you. Hitler and all of them went down south to go down to South America, and they was allowed to go there and restart their lives and brighten up things. So, right? Well, don't let them stamp you out completely and you just start claiming some other hybrid shit. Where's the Indian left in you, South America? Where that shit go? Where that shit go? Brazil. Y'all let Portugal set up a throne in there. You let them set up their fucking kingdom in your kingdom. Y'all got some fucking atonement and some shit y'all need to talk about, right? Y'all played a role in y'all conditions too. How many of y'all knew there was millions? They talk about millions of Africans. Fuck that. Japanese slaves since the 1500s in the Americas and Africa and all this other shit. So they make us focus on the dark people that got a little commonality and phenotype, perhaps, right? But they don't tell you about all the other slaves, do they? Yeah, y'all Native Americans, y'all better keep it quiet. Y'all motherfucking West Ave, Mississippi talk that shit. Don't talk that shit unless you ready to back that shit up. Y'all could be mad all you want. But, you know, and I'm going to tell you, I don't fuck with no opinion pieces. I go straight to the Library of Congress. I deal with universities and colleges, right? I deal with the same material that you motherfuckers spend hundreds of thousands of dollars to go to school. I'm reading the same shit, but I don't got no way of telling me how to think about what I'm reading. You see? Right? These motherfuckers don't care if you have a degree in basket weaving. They just want to know that you can pay attention after high school and be a decent slave and follow instructions and complete some shit. They want to know they're testing you how you could work. I can speak colloquially in any instance where I'm identifying with my people. When I sit in front of these crackers, I don't say nothing because white paper, black ink says enough for me. Right. Because anything you say can and will be used against you. Right? So even in my slang and my colloquialism and my hood talk, the way you motherfuckers said, please understand when it's time to sit down with these motherfuckers, I am America, the emblem of America. I get results. When they neck get all red and stuff like that, do they do that when they got y'all niggas getting locked the fuck up? No, they don't. No, they don't. Y'all seen that big red look on their face? No, I don't think y'all did. Got him. I don't think y'all seen that face. So sometimes y'all feel hopeless and shit. And I get that. I ain't here to be all y'all motherfucking hero. I can't save everybody. I don't even have that in my mind. It's not about that. But if I could tell you what I know, somebody gonna apply it. You don't gotta fucking do what I say. Listen to what I say and check on the thing for your motherfucking self. Cause what I eat ain't gonna make you shit. Whatever it is Phoenix eating is not going to fill your toilet bowl. It's not gonna make you shit. If you look at things from a different perspective without people bullshitting you, without people having some reason to put a fucking knife in your back or be a part of some shit that's gonna put a fucking knife in your back, right? In the end, and you wanna be loving and trusting, and the hugs is all tight and shit. Then when shit hit the fan, them same motherfuckers is nowhere around, right? No, it's not supposed to be like that. Shit's supposed to be joyful. Peace of motherfucking mind. You better fight and kill for that. Fight for your motherfucking posterity. Your progenitors. You want to leave your kids with this shit? Who wants to leave their motherfucking folks with this shit? I know the fuck I don't. I know the fuck I don't. Motherfuckers got elders in the family, real live historians, and motherfuckers is clicking on Sonetta and clicking on these other niggas and clicking on these other motherfuckers that got y'all mind all across the fucking world, but you ain't fucking checking in on auntie right the fuck here. Niggas is crazy. You fucking know where king type grandmother came from, but you got your live historian right the fuck somewhere that you ain't even going to take out her garbage or, you know, go to the store and make sure she got her medicine. Like, what y'all doing for y'all folks? Y'all go sit in the doctors. Y'all take a minute out your time to go fuck with your goddamn blood, repair some relationships, trying to restore some shit. Because it requires atonement. When you dump all that motherfucking baggage, you gotta fix some things. Nobody motherfucking perfect. It's some heart you broke. It's some shit you did. It's some shit you wish you never did. It's some shit you gotta apologize for, right? You ain't gotta be sorry, because if your ass was sorry, you wouldn't have fucking did it. But you definitely need to apologize and own up to some shit. A lot of people. That's just life. That's how you keep it fucking clean and you fight the good fight. Fuck all these motherfuckers. I don't give a fuck what they talking about. I don't care if you don't like how I speak. I don't care if you like what I'm talking about. You stop me when I'm motherfucking lying. Get with that. Come with a rebuttal. Please provide something that indicates that I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. You're not going to silence me. You're not going to beat me with that patriarchal bullshit. I'm not trying to hear it.
Me neither. Okay, so this right here, y'all go check this video out. I'm gonna go. It's been a whole, I don't know how long. So, civil rights, federally protected activities. Like I said, she got a lot of information on her channel. Don't forget to go holler at me on Twitter. I'll close all this out. Don't forget to go check out the website. I promise you all, I will be adding the deodorant the soap and the toothpaste to the website very soon. I just came up with the toothpaste recipe, and I've been in. We're over here testing it out. It's only been 1 week. Y'all know I like to test for up to 6 weeks, but the deodorant and the soap we've already tested out. So right now I'm in the process of looking for packaging. I just want to find, something close to just natural packaging, no plastic, no BPA touching these products. So just give me a minute. It will be listed here. Okay. I can tell y'all about the toothpaste. I've been using it now for almost 7 days. My gums were inflamed because they do that sometimes. And all the inflammation was gone within the first 3 days. So I'm definitely going to post it. Also, again, I will be on Patreon doing videos. I don't know when I'm going to start. Right now, I can't even figure out how to start doing videos on there. Maybe I have to do it on my computer. I'll get back with you all on that. But to see these how-to videos, I'm going to start showing you how I make some of these natural products. Also, my research videos, they'll all be listed on there from now on because it has to be an even energy exchange. I know that, everybody going to have something to say, but to that, it's over. Let me see how many videos on here. Y'all, bear with me. I'm logging off in a few. Yeah. Oh, I'm not on. I'm logged in. Okay. I linked all this stuff. Closing it out. I linked the book. Yeah, I don't know why I had all this going. Oh, thank you for hanging in there with me. Unless I'm in here hanging with myself. But like I said, I'm going to be going to Patreon. I used to think it was bad when people went over to Patreon, but now I fully get it. Time is money. So right here, 400 videos. Let's see. If you don't want to join Patreon, you just go through my archive. Because I'm going. Just go through the archive. So I think that's it, y'all. I'm finna log on out. It's been a minute. I got all these windows open. Don't forget to subscribe. Shout out to all my new subs. Welcome. Like I said, go through the archive. I'm emotional on half of the video. Don't judge me. And y'all also go over to Israel's Redemption if you're into biblical prophecy. She also shows and proves that the Bible is not something that you're supposed to be reading, and that it was also originally written in another language. Shout out to the Fab Four, my study group. We dug into her channel, her book, and we learned a little of the language. What you do is when you go into the language, it's connected to so many things. We were going left, right, up, down. Then we come back to the center, and then we go left, right, up, down. And then eventually we all just shot away from the information because she makes it clear, it's something you shouldn't be reading. It was translated by people that did not speak the language, and they gave it back to you in the form of what they thought you should have. So Again, go check out Israel's Redemption. I think she just uploaded a new video recently. I haven't checked it out. I just came back from Arizona. We went to Sedona, Arizona. Shout out to the Sedona crew. A trip I will never forget. We visited the energy vortexes and the medicine wheel, the temple. We went hiking. It was just a wonderful trip. I met so many beautiful souls from here and far. And it's just like you go into it with a pre notion of how things gonna go. And then it just went like smooth the whole time we were there. Everybody got along. We went to the creek, a couple of us were freeing ourselves from societal bonds. So we enjoyed that thoroughly. I enjoyed you ladies. Hopefully we can get together again sometime soon. And I think that's it for now, y'all. Peace and power. And I'm out of here.